Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back another video from Totally Not Mark. Continuing with his hot takes videos. I do believe this is the last one. If not, there'll be another one next week. But I think this is the last hot takes video he has on the Dragon Ball films. And this is about the OVAs and specials. Yo-Son, Goku and his Friends Return and other OVAs. Now, I'm hoping this is going to include, because I thought it was interesting that, like, normally the films and specials and that don't really tie in directly with the narrative, other than the Trunks, History of Trunks, the Bardock one, which got retconned with the Broly movie, and then there was one that was about Vegeta's brother that actually tied in narratively, if you looked into it. Well, that was said, from what I remember. So anyway, let's see what is covered in this, shall we?
After the last couple of months and after 8 entire videos, I could finally take a breath and proudly say to myself that I've finally seen everything.
Nice.
I felt proud of myself for not having given up, for seeing the arduous journey through to the bitter end. It got hard.
Oh right, I didn't see that one, the Bardock thingy. Might check that out some other time. No. So I want to get into the Super 90 styles videos that he's done on that. Yo.
That is until reality slapped me and screamed into my face. But wait!
There's more. Here we are.
5 more, in fact. Today we will be finally putting the last stamp on posting the
Oh,
last reviews
Elimination of the Saiyans, or whatever it was called.
Specials and OVAs. Today we will
Which came with a video game, didn't it?
Eradicate the Saiyans from 1993 and 2010. Episode of
Oh, okay, so it was redone in the game.
One Piece and DBZ Super collaboration crossover
What?
from 2013, which,
Oh.
let's face it, is probably the most catchy title to date. And finally, Yo-Son Goku and his Friends Return from 2008. Let's get this show
Okay.
on so I can finally relax.
I've enjoyed seeing these as a recap of all the stuff.
Friends Return. Release date September 21st, 2008. Length approximately
35 minutes. I remember not being that long. Is this the one I'm thinking of, though?
The story itself takes place roughly 2 years after the events of Dragon Ball Z, but before Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, it's in between. Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed this.
It ties in narratively with everything.
It's a story not meant to be taken super seriously. It's lighthearted in tone and delivers pretty much on
You got those two fat things that are strong?
entirely reanimated opening sequence with the
Yay.
classic Dragon Ball Z theme song, Chala and Chala. The best things about this reanimated opening are pretty much the selling point of this entire OVA short story. Nostalgia. The OP is
Which is what Super basically plays on.
Classic version, complete with an updated cast of characters
Yeah.
from Buu Saga. The story itself begins proper as 2 space pods are seen making their way towards Earth before we catch up with Goku and his friends as they go about their day-to-day lives. It's revealed that Mr. Satan will be throwing a small get-together for those that helped defeat Majin Buu to celebrate the opening of his new hotel. Goku isn't exactly sold on the idea of attending until Gohan himself says that there will be an all-you-can-eat section for Goku person.
Oh, of course. Let's do that.
This is hilarious because someone liking food is funny in anime. And so
Yes,
we cut to the part
exactly.
where we meet the rest
Like
of the
Luffy and
cast,
Naruto wearing ramen and
Goku
that.
and Vegeta, among others. It's at this point we are introduced to Vegeta's little brother, Tarble.
Yes.
Now, I don't like Tarble. I think he's a terrible idea. Personally, I think he creates more problems for the series than is needed. I get that this is a bit of fun, and it is fun, but Tarble is relentless in his
Wow, and
insistence
everyone's
that
waiting for the moment he comes into
all
Super.
try our best to forget about him, but we can't forget about him because he's mentioned in passing more than
Damn
literally
it.
any other
Damn
character in the
it.
series with comparable screen time. Regardless, he makes his debut in this short story as he arrives to warn the gang of some enemies coming, and Goku uses this as an opportunity to show
Aren't they
his
as strong
Super
as
Saiyan.
Frieza,
The visual
apparently?
style itself is something that also has been updated since the
And
end
then
of
they
Dragon Ball
fuse
GT,
together?
featuring
I'm trying to remember this.
Takayuki
It's been a while.
2008 character designs. My favorite aspect of this aesthetic change has to be its choice of color and minimalist one-tone shading. And that's not to even mention the Super Saiyan color scheme that finally makes the hair emit a mystical
Very
golden glow.
goldy
Aside from
glow,
that,
yeah.
in the end, the group decides amongst themselves who gets to fight the invaders by picking radishes. And ultimately, Trunks wins the draw, but Goten gets to join in as he was the runner-up, and there are 2 opponents.
Yay.
There's actually some nice animation during this
Well, that's
battle
them
sequence
fu-
and
oh,
interesting
that's them
movements
fused,
on
isn't it?
display
Yeah.
to counter the 2 young Saiyans. Ultimately, the story focuses a lot on the light-hearted slice-of-life side of Dragon Ball, and I honestly really like that.
I remember
Everyone gets
enjoying
to have their
this,
shine
but
in the
thinking,
big
yeah, it was
bag
alright.
before ending it all in one nostalgic, upbeat note. It's a very fun, short, and nostalgic look back at the franchise we all grew up with, and I'm sure when it was released, that feeling was even more potent.
I liked it.
Next up,
Yeah.
Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans from 1993 and 2010. Each
So
one
there's
having a very
2
fun time. It's sort of complicated.
different
These are 2
ones.
short stories made for different video games, and the
Yeah, I've seen
newer
the
of 2 is
2010 one.
modern recreation variation of sorts. The older one is from 1993 and the newer version is from 2010. Let's check out the old one first.
Okay.
This older version is split into two parts and begins with the bad guy stating his motivations to the camera. He means the Saiyans have done
I will destroy the Saiyans.
Eradicate the Saiyans on Earth. We then cut to Earth as Mr. Popo announces to Gohan and Goku that this gas is destroying life on the planet and that within 70 days, even likely beings like themselves will be done for.
We gotta do something.
Depressing news, they venture to Bulma's whereby they devise a plan to seek out and destroy the source of the gas.
The gas.
However, before they leave, a group of aliens begin to attack. And
See, I've not seen this
version.
version.
To get a little interesting.
The younger, the
gas, the key
eldest
that
one.
Goku and the others use to fight has been rendered useless. Thankfully, they can still punch and kick, but I thought this was interesting because it's in some way in the same vein as the current arc
with Moro.
Implemented by
Yeah.
Moro. With that said, the rest of the middle section is spent with Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo all individually going through various parts of Earth and destroying the sources of the gas upon arrival while beating up the grunts defending it. I think this is fun for some decent action scenes.
Very different to what the 2000 and later one is.
Some context. For instance,
We have the gas that creates all enemies, isn't it?
This is followed immediately after by Gohan, who commented that his key is coming back just like his dad said. I never heard Goku say this, and so it sort of makes me feel like I'm only seeing half
the story. Yeah.
Eventually, future Trunks and Vegeta join the action before all the classic movie and manga villains start to reappear.
Oh, so that still happens in this.
However, fighting the classic villains proves to be a worthless effort, and so King Kai chimes
Oh, so it still happens, right? Okay.
to attack the source. A person by the name of Dr. Raichi. There's genuinely some fantastic combat animation in the second half, and it's definitely worth checking out. The story itself climaxes as Goku and the gang finally locate the Doctor and actually get some great hits in, but not before the Doctor takes on his true form and
his
causes
final
more trouble
form.
for the heroes of the story. The design of this Dr. Raichi's final form is okay, I
It's
guess,
weird.
but I'm not totally
That's
sold on
weird.
it either.
It's
For
very
some reason,
weird.
It reminds me of a less cool version of Janemba, but that's a minor criticism at best. They eventually defeat the big bad by hitting him super hard.
So it
and
is
lay on
the
ground
same
for a
then,
while.
eventually.
And now
Fair
the
enough. Oh, right,
2010
okay, here we go.
version. The latest version of this story, ignoring the TFS one, is half the runtime, but works a bit better as a story, I guess. While the prior had far superior visuals, I believe, this one doesn't feel like it was missing any part of the story. It didn't feel like I was
Right,
watching
there was
a
nothing
cutscene
cut
from an
out
actual
dialogue-wise.
episode
Alright,
of a
okay, cool,
show.
I'll go with
With
that.
that said, neither of these felt as good as the TV show itself, in my opinion, but neither were that bad either. They both share pretty much the exact same story, but the 1993 version provides more mini-bosses, I guess, for
Okay,
lack of a
like,
better
so
term,
just,
and
like,
side
more
quests
made-up
before
characters.
combating the big bad at the end. The newer 2010 version is much more streamlined, but features possibly the most unappealing version of the Dragon Ball art style I could envision
It
personally.
is a bit
My eyes are honestly still burning from the
different.
super saturated colors. Nothing really feels like it's textured and feels very flat and cheap to me. But it is available in higher resolution, and if you're a fan of this style, then this one is the option for you. I don't really have anything else more to add for this version. It's really just a retelling of the same story,
But
just short.
yeah,
The second
right,
to
okay,
last
fair
Dragon
enough.
Ball story I'll be tackling today is the episode of Bardock from 2011. And thankfully, this one is only 20 minutes long,
It's so good.
Guess I don't need to explain very much. Okay, maybe I need to explain a few things.
Oh.
The episode begins as we are acquainted with the closing moments of Bardock, the father of Goku, before throwing us and Bardock into the future, where these
The
little
past,
purple
yeah,
blob
like the
monsters
past.
live.
This
They
is where
are very
the,
annoying. Bardock doesn't really know that he's in the past and finds himself defending
the story of the Super Saiyan is meant to originate from, isn't it?
This weird-looking unitard wearing Frieza thing. Overall, I'm really
He
not a fan of
warns
this
to
style of animation.
beware the
I
Super
think they
Saiyan in
took
the
a lot of
future, doesn't he?
liberties with
Yeah.
Bardock's established character from the 90s special, and I think the setting for this entire story is honestly very annoying. I would imagine the impetus for this story was that one of the editors or writers had an idea to make Goku's father the legendary Super Saiyan
Yeah,
through
I think
insane
that's what it was, yeah.
circumstances. And I'm not saying that can't work. There are ways to make the craziest ideas work.
I thought this was
but
alright, to be
certainly
fair. I thought it was
wasn't for
okay.
me. There's a nice little bit of interesting animation towards the end that I enjoyed, despite, once again, this
Yeah,
being my
my
least
god, he
enjoyable
absolutely
Dragon Ball
annihilates
style.
him.
I think this works best as a poorly executed, high-budget what-if story, but honestly, not without its redeemable attributes here and there. If you're bored and feel like some mindless action with an interesting but poorly thought-out concept, my next
Go
and
for it.
last review for this video comes in the form of Dream 9 Toriko and One Piece and Dragon Ball Z Super Collaboration Special. God, that's an awful
Wow.
title. And
Okay.
it's the
Whoa.
weirdest thing I've ever ever seen. Now that might sound like hyperbole, but I swear it's not. Buckle up because we're in for one hell of a ride.
Alright.
Alrighty, so this one came out around 2013 and is roughly 47 minutes in length. The special features three intellectual
it's got
properties,
some
Dragon Ball, One Piece, and
minutes.
Toriko, for the vast majority of those
I have no idea what it is.
Was a relatively recent TV show on Fuji TV. I'm guessing the purpose behind this special was
To
to create
push
a sense that
Toriko?
was on the same level as One Piece and Dragon
Right,
Ball,
right,
which
right.
it wasn't.
Oh,
Needless to say,
no.
Toriko eventually relinquished the time slot on Fuji TV to what later became Dragon Ball Super's time slot, which ran for 3 years.
Huh.
Now that we know what Toriko is, let's dive into this.
Okay.
The story
Jesus.
itself starts with a cold open at the International Gourmet Organization's Tastiest Under the Heavens tournament.
Okay, of course, yes.
Yep.
Cool.
The announcer describes what's up to be won, and without describing the rules itself for the tournament, he says begin, and literally everyone in the crowd starts running.
Oh, so we as an audience have no idea what's happening. Right, okay.
Is it a race? Maybe. It
Oh, God.
looks that way.
Oh, no.
But there's no time to think, because suddenly an enormous level 40 beetle shows up and creates a massive sinkhole, sucking up 99% of the contestants. Shockingly, however, the contestants
Yay!
remain the 3 IPs supporting this production. And boy, howdy, are they still running. Once the title drops, eventually the rules are explained. It's a freestyle race that doesn't allow flying, and whomever reaches the stadium in the island's center wins.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a race, but there's shenanigans, sort of? I'm imagining something like wacky races, but without the cars.
Right.
The remaining runners
Oh,
are suddenly
this
faced with a
is
split
weird.
3-way decision. I'm glad they made the decision to make the 3 main characters take the same path, as having them interact, I guess, is the entire point.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, surely. Like,
It
you're
also
trying to...
helps focus the 3 separate groups into 3 distinct locations, which adds variety. The special itself follows the other groups with Gohan and Gotenks before eventually arriving back at Goku, Luffy, and Toriko.
This seems
as they
very
summit
strange.
the mountain. King Kai, however, has bad news for Goku.
Oh, no.
Apparently some evil has appeared in space. Goku immediately instant transmissions out of there. Before later
Right.
running back to Luffy and Toriko as they approach the finishing area. It's at this moment Goku comes rampaging through after having saved the Earth, catching up to both
Of
characters
course.
with what seems to be relative ease. However, all 3 land
Catch
the
the
finishing
pole at the same
point
time.
exact
Right, of
same
course.
time. In order to decide the victor,
They have to fight to the death.
Between Goku, Toriko, and
Oh.
Luffy.
Oh, they do.
Or forfeit being
What?
the only ways of elimination.
Oh my God,
All
what?
3 exchange blows using iconic maneuvers that they are famous for. But it quickly becomes clear that with all 3 having their reputation on the line, none of them are really
Actually gonna
going
win.
to
Yeah.
or
Oh,
lose.
God.
And so it ends in a draw. After the final attack between the 3 characters, Mr. Satan is, by pure circumstance, the only one left in the ring. I'm not sure how this works, but I'm not
So
questioning.
here's the
He wins, I
winner.
guess. The second half of the special sees everyone feasting on the main prize that they were all fighting for, a special meat prize. That is until a monster appears from the water. The monster fish thing absorbs the life force of a number of prominent characters before the big final fight of the special takes place. All 3
Oh
fighters
my
and teams
God.
join forces to tackle this one big foe.
This is a
lot of
thing.
characters
This is a
thrown
thing.
involved with
What?
There's a ton of fan service,
This is awful.
plenty of team-ups, Super Saiyan 3 power-ups, fusions, and spirit bombs.
Cool.
This is a special entirely dedicated to fan service, and if you're a fan of at least 2 of the 3 shows on display here, I think it could be a fun watch for you. Just don't expect it to have a conclusive victor, because it largely won't. Though
Right.
I would say that there's a slight bias towards Dragon Ball in this special. And
Well, considering
that's
Goku,
it.
like, disappears, saves the world, and comes back.
No more. I've spoken about the original Dragon Ball series in my Anatomy of Anime. I reviewed every Dragon Ball movie and completed the OVAs and specials from the past. And my entire channel has been almost exclusively covering Dragon Ball Super. There's not a single thing left.
GT. Oh, that's what led into GT. Right, okay, cool. I did like the GT reviews as well. So I think what I'm going to do now, if this is the last hot take video, I think it is, maybe one more, I'm going to start checking out the Dragon Ball Super in the Dragon Ball Z style videos. Still doing the One Piece reviews every Tuesday, but excuse me, I'm going to be checking them out on these days. So yeah, break from... I was going to say a bit of break from One Piece content, but that actually had some One Piece related stuff in it. So that is actually quite funny to me. So yeah, these hot take videos have been quite fun. Thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of a video, I upload a link is in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys.